Give you all the answers to how to be free from all the fear and the concerns and the worries as well. Okay, if you have any questions, you may either come up and use the microphone or pick up a piece of paper from the usher along the aisles and fill it up and pass it back.
Hello. First of all, I want to thank you, Ajahn Brahm also, and the organizer for the priceless Dharma.
Thank you.
Can you enlighten us on this? There are 6 realms of existence are identified in Buddhism: gods, demigods, humans, animals, hungry ghosts, and hells. Buddhism does not believe in a creator called God. Can you explain the meaning of God and demigods in the 6 realms? Does the law of karma applies in these 6 realms?
Okay, I'm not quite sure if I heard your question all that clearly. Did you hear that, Angie?
I repeat again.
Could you just stand a little bit away from your microphone? It's too near. Yeah.
Hello. Can you hear now?
Yeah, I can hear now, yes.
Okay. 6 realms of existence are identified in Buddhism.
Correct.
They are the gods, the demigods, the humans, animals, hungry ghosts, and hells. Buddhism does not believe in a creator called God.
Yeah.
Can you explain the meaning of gods and demigods in the 6th realm? And then, does the law of karma applies in these 6 realms?
Thank you, yes. Okay, you're talking about Buddhist cosmology, and this Buddhist cosmology acknowledges beings in other realms other than human beings. The animal realm is obvious to many people. The ghosts also should be very obvious. Last time I was here, I gave a talk on ghosts. I'm going to ask you now, once more, if you've seen or heard a ghost, put your hand up. Acknowledge, have you seen or heard a ghost? Anyone? Okay, got a few people. Any more people? Okay, yeah, good. Now, whenever I say this, there's always a few people who actually acknowledge they've seen or heard a ghost. I've got the guts to say so, because I asked them, they trust me. If you multiply that by the people in the world, how many people have actually seen and heard these things? These things are real. Many people know this. As a young monk, as a student, I was a member of the Psychic Research Society in London. We used to investigate ghosts, and one of my friends had the honour of being on the Ghost Hunting Council of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. It was a great thing to have on his business card. He was a ghost hunter. Tony Cornell, his name was. Every now and again, if you read the British newspapers about some haunting, he's usually the one who writes the article. He's an expert on ghosts. They exist. There's no doubt about that. Those are other realms. There's also other realms of angels, heavenly beings. We sometimes call them gods. That's just the name of them. The real name in Pali, in Sanskrit, is Deva, which literally means shining beings, because usually when they occur, they've just got so much power of mind. They're literally brilliant, like the burning bush in Christianity. This is classical devas, shining beings. From devas we get theos, theology. This is the same word. So in Buddhism we do have all levels of gods. The gods in the higher realms are based on the experience of pure mind, which you get in deep meditation. In Christianity, when you get into such deep meditation, it's called union with God. In Buddhism we call it jhanas, because you have an experience there of power, beauty, non-self, so deep, so wonderful. If you die in that state, or if you have that state regularly and you die and your karma is good enough, you get reborn in those realms. These are realms which you can know in this life through meditation. Those are those realms. However, those realms, like anything else, are temporary. They pass. And in Buddhism, one of the suttas actually says that in one of those realms, in one of the lower Brahma realms, based on the first jhana, when this universe, this particular cycle, this world, with its planets, with its suns and solar systems, when it eventually devolves, it finishes, when the suns burn out, when everything goes cold, which every scientist would know will happen, then another universe will come in its place. If anyone has kept up on modern science, which I keep doing, membrane theory, The latest theory, which is based on the string theory, taken in another dimension of membrane theory, was saying that there's repeated universes, one after the other. Classical Buddhism, Buddhist cosmology. Sort of the latest theory in theoretical physics. And it says that because the material universe is destroyed, the only thing which is left is mind. People who are born in mind-made realms. These are devas, gods. And one being from that realm who comes first into the human realm, or not the human realm, into the realm of the universe, the firstborn. He's come from the realms of the mind, the jhana realms. Because he's the firstborn, thinks he's the creator. Before me, don't know anything. And after me, knows people. This, they say, is the illusion of the creator God. And once, in the sutras, the Buddha went up to that realm, of Bhakta the Brahma, and told Bhakta the Brahma, you think you are the creator, the firstborn, but you're not. There are other beings you don't know about. And the Bhakta the Brahma said, don't be ridiculous, don't talk stupid. That's not exactly what he said, but that was its meaning. And Bhakta the Brahma, what is very close to the idea of God in other cultures, said, I'm more powerful than you, I can disappear, but couldn't. But the Buddha could, in new realms beyond that. That's very similar to a passage in the Gnostic Gospels, Christian Gospels which were found at Nag Hammadi, which go back to a strand of Christianity called Gnosticism. Original Christianity were three strands. The Jewish Christianity, still based in Jerusalem, which was destroyed by the Roman destruction of the temple in Jerusalem. There was the Roman Christians, based obviously in Rome, from which our modern Christianity comes from. And there was the Gnostic Christians, who were disorganized all over the place, but they kept records of the sayings of Jesus. In one of those Gospels, which was found at Nag Hammadi and translated, they have God sitting in his heaven saying, I'm the greatest. I'm actually saying what's actually in these Gnostic Gospels. I think in Thomas the Contender, I think it's that particular Gospel. I am the greatest, I am the firstborn, I am the father of all that is. And he hears a voice, no you're not. There are other beings in this realm we don't know about. And God says, who are you? Who are you? Who said that? There are other beings in these realms. But all the realms, all beings, are subject to karma. When we ask a creator, what is actually the creator? You can see the creator in yourself. That creator is craving. Craving based on delusion. That is a force which you can see creates in the world, which makes, which builds. Even life yearns, reaches out for growth, for food, for pleasure, whether it's a flower, whether it's a human being, or whether it's a God. That's that craving which creates life. The Creator is craving. Not a personal thing, but a force which you can know in your own life right now. That's the Creator. That's a deep question. I hope you understand the answer. Yeah, next question.
In Buddhism, we have the three yanas. What is your advice for the person who take out Buddhist practice?
Okay, the three yanas are called the three vehicles. Vajrayana, Mahayana and Theravada. As somebody said many years ago, Mahayana is usually translated as big vehicle. Hinayana, small vehicle. Someone once wrote, big vehicle, small vehicles, all vehicles will be towed away at the owner's expense. Great saying, because if you own those vehicles, it'll be towed away. No, vehicles, 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 big vehicle, small vehicle, three yanas. I've been a Buddhist for many years. I've studied Theravada, that's my home vehicle, but I've also known Mahayana, Vajrayana. When you start to know what Buddhism truly is, there is no difference between those three yanas. As I said, I think yesterday, there's three cakes with different icing. On the outside, they look different. But if you dig deeply within Vajrayana, Theravada, Hinayana, you come to the same cake. It's the same. People will argue which is the best jhana. While they're arguing, the wise people are practicing. They're actually doing it rather than worrying about who's the best. Who's the best, who's the best, who's the best. All a waste of time. Compassion is the best. Virtue is the best. Peace is the best. There were two monks who saw a flag move in the wind. One monk said, "Did you see that flag move?" The other monk said, "The flag didn't move, the wind moved." So they went to see the master, the Zen master. He said, "You're both wrong, the mind moved." And then they went to the Theravada forest monks. They, "All three of you missed the point. The mouth moved." So